figured it out.
Hold on, you gotta mute myself. Give me a second.
Oh, hey, look. We're live.
He looks like
I
a
didn't
cold
know.
hobo.
He does!
Oh
I
Give me a
think
jacket, please!
I'm
no! It's so
freezing.
cold.
It's cold. I have a warmth of a booty at my side, so it's all good.
Yeah, there's
I
smells
lost-
pale.
Oh no, it looks like I lost all of my clothes. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
At least you have pants.
Huh?
Oh, don't remind him.
Yeah, don't.
Oh yeah,
don't-
right. Sorry. Oh no, what is this?
Oh, no.
Oh no, no, no!
Thank you for the substance. That's unfortunate. Leave the pants on. Hi, Gig.
Hello, Gig. I'm glad you can make it finally. Hey, Zint.
Chaotic energy. What else have you come to HGXIV stream, and that's all we can leave it at.
Exactly. Thank you so much for the follow, Ben. Appreciate it. You fucking suck.
When says SMH my head, Tibby.
Yeah.
Ah, same though.
I think you're kind of used to it by now from me.
House Pogs, yeah, House Pogs.
Oh no! Oh yeah, Housepot. Oh yeah, Sent, you're the first one to subscribe for 2 months in a row, I think. This is the second month in the first place, so since we set up subs. So thank you very much, Sent. Appreciate it.
Hi, Billy. Hi, Pattysaurus.
Hey, Billy!
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much. Okay, now we need to do the Housepog thing.
Mini House Pog.
Many Housepogs. I still need to figure out how I need to do certain things, because now that we got more people, we have space for some more emotes, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So look forward to that. It's just gonna be like a house with a pog mouth, nothing else.
I mean,
Honestly,
we,
I'm into it.
we need House Heart and House Pog. That's all we need.
Okay,
Honestly.
that's valid. I'm on it. Thank you so much for the subscription, Gig. Oh god, now it's coming in.
Oh, hi, good. Thank you.
Thank you for the 2 month subscription, my guy. Really appreciate it. Honestly, what was I about to say? I should put on some clothes because it's cold.
Yeah, you should, maybe.
Okay, there you go. Just for once. I even have boots. Not later on because I have a snack in my boot button. You saw that, Fel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
it
was
was
talking
perfect
about that.
timing.
Yeah, I was planting my alt in front of Fel's house. And what did I say again? I just came in, sat down on the porch. Oh, Ria. And what did I say again? Oh yeah. Sir, I think you have sucked my... Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
But I
God.
just logged off.
The second you did that, 2 of my FC mates teleported in.
Oh, so they saw that and I just disappeared like...
They just missed it.
They
So
saw-
Aw.
you're like,
And so
what?
you're just like, you didn't see that, did you?
yeah.
Like you wouldn't believe it, just a weird cryptid.
I know, right? Like I can't even begin to explain what just happened to me, guys. So let's just move on.
Yeah. Talking about moving on, let's actually move on to introducing our guest for tonight, because we have someone very special here as a designer, as a fellow designer. And this episode is focused on her. So how about you introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. I'm Fel, commonly known as Fel. In game, I'm Fe'lora. And I do quite a lot of houses that have different themes around them, in a way.
Yeah.
good.
You have really good thematic houses. Like each one has its own like story almost, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do try to have like its own story in a way. And I've been interested in housing for forever.
How long have you
And
been playing?
Exactly. I
I've
also
been
want to
playing
say
for 5 years.
Oh wow.
Wow! A
I
veteran!
started back in 2.2, I think, or was it 2.3, something like that.
Oh Jesus Christ, dude.
Wow.
That's quite a while.
Do you have a legacy tattoo?
I don't, because I didn't play
You didn't play back like that
before
far.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started playing then.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I was staring at that neck, but I didn't see
Yeah.
anything.
Sadly, I don't have one.
But dang, you have been so okay. We always like make jokes about AR housing or whatever, but none of us actually played then. What was housing in AR?
It was very sparse,
Understandable.
especially since around that time my FC had a small,
Oh, geez.
Okay.
and trying to furnish that was so difficult.
What was it? 100 slots or 50?
50.
I don't quite. 50.
50?
Oh my
goodness.
God.
This is me clutching my pearls. Like what?
So, if I remembered correctly, wasn't it like that the basements were added later or something? Or was it there from the beginning?
I didn't have FC house around Heavensward, I think.
Oh, okay.
Early Heavensward, we had an FC house.
Gotcha.
So we did have the basements, but it still had all the slot limitations and everything like that.
Oh, Jesus.
And trying to make it feel full was almost impossible.
Yeah.
Okay, serious question. Do you have any pictures of that?
Yeah, we have.
Do you have like
I
an
might.
OG fell build that we can show real
I would love
Yeah,
to
we
see
should-
that.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have any. I might actually have to get my hard disk to find
Oh
it.
my god.
You know,
No pressure.
well,
If you
yeah,
can
no
find them,
pressure.
We can always, we
Yeah.
can always show them later on.
I do have a question about that. Do you remember what kind of furniture you probably used the most back then?
I used the Oasis couches, as well as the Oasis, the small stalls,
Oh,
Oasis
okay.
stalls.
Oh,
That was the items I used the most, and the Glade cupboards.
What would you describe your style as then?
Chaotic.
good. Yes, good. I love it.
Well, I mean, because right now you focus on a lot of different like themes.
Yeah.
Like you've got Crystarium, you've got like a cottagey one, chaotic. It just is like you were learning, or
I
you
was,
just
I
didn't
was
really
learning
have-
at that time, so I
Gotcha.
didn't have all that many furnishing items. And it was more like I want to create a place for my FC to be and have fun than make a design in itself. It was later
Sure.
on when they had increased the limitations and added more items that I actually started making more themed houses and started actually caring about how it looked. Then I went somewhere for my FCs to sit.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I'm impressed with that. Like someone who has been around for such a long time. It's been like the change must have been like drastic if you compare what you started out with compared
Yeah.
to now. And I saw like you kind of came in to like into the public image of housing, right?
Yeah.
Quite recently. So
Yeah.
how was that?
Um,
Like, were you like were you grinding the housing game all the time during
The
that?
thing was that I started entering the housing community around the time I did the Crystarium Cafe the first time. But I actually did quite a lot of houses before that. But I was so afraid of posting them.
Oh, okay.
So
Why were you afraid of it? Can you tell us about it?
it was more like
You're so cute.
it was more like a general like, oh, I don't know what will happen if I post it. I don't know how people will
Sure.
perceive it.
Oh, okay.
So it was around the time when I think after my friend introduced me to HGXIV that I started like, oh, I want to post things.
Aw.
Yay!
Oh.
Oh, that's
Because-
so exciting.
Oh, that's actually so nice to hear.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And then I started posting like small builds I did.
Mhm.
And my first really big build was the Crystarium Cafe. And expectations just went out of the roof when I posted it.
Yeah, because it was similar to what we experienced with Fang. We didn't really hear anything from you. You just appeared on the fashion decoration server and just dropped that bomb of an amazing house, and we were all so impressed by it. Of course, the feedback was like accordingly.
Yeah.
Well, right. Yeah, and was it was I'm trying to remember. I don't recall seeing very many Crystarium themed builds before that one
Neither.
anyway.
Quite
Yeah.
early, actually.
Yeah.
I did it around the time they added the marble partitions.
Okay, yep.
I immediately went and built it.
It was perfect. It's exactly what you had your finger on the pulse of what the community wanted. Let's just put it that way, because everyone is just in love with the Crystarium, and that theme was so well executed. Like it felt like the Crystarium.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful, yeah.
I do miss the small Crystarium cafe.
Oh, is it gone?
Well,
Yeah,
so
because-
she improved.
I moved to a medium. It's still the Crystarium cafe. It's just
perfect.
a bigger one.
It's
Yes.
gorgeous.
And that's good like that. You know how much I love theme builds, especially because if they feel immersive and executed well, it just feels so welcome. And I'm actually in a in-game location, and this is what I always love in builds. Like, this is my favorite part about it. So yeah, of course, coming with that, I just love your build so much. You have no idea. They're just so beautiful. And I had to.
Thank you.
I know the majority of them, right? But it's just so hard to, when I park my alts outside your house, to not take a little peek inside, because I love being surprised and actually going into detail with you guys on streams. So this is why I don't check the houses out before that. But it's just it was so hard to resist. I just walked into one, but just the entryway. But I can assure you, I vouch for it. It's really fucking good, guys. So you're in for a treat.
Oh, that's so nice.
Alright, well, let's get started. We're here on Twintania,
Yeah.
over on the
Twintania.
Mist.
What? Look at the fog in the mist right now. It matches the trees.
Yeah, we are in the Crystarium, my guys. So
It's crazy. It's so pretty.
it is really good.
Actually, we have, what, like 2-3 minutes before day, so...
Yeah.
2 minutes, but that's when the yard is the prettiest, because all the lights are on, but it's bright. I love the 5 a.m. hour for yards.
It's really good. Okay, so who wants to buy some depression?
Oh my goodness. Depression
Please,
flowers.
espresso.
I want depression
I have a
flowers.
lot to share.
I
just
know.
just all black.
These are beautiful flowers.
I don't even have anything to trade for.
Here. Here you go. This is
What are you giving me? Did you Beastkin blood? Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I will trade you for 1 flower, thank you.
I'm just a hobo. I'm trying to make a living.
Oh look at the cute Lilithel!
It's so cute. Thank you so much for follow Car Invest, by the way. Really appreciate it. It's a really cute yard, yeah. So, Fel, what are you working on something currently, actually?
I'm working on my FC room.
Mm-hmm. Is it being
Ooh.
or something too?
Sorry, I actually didn't hear you.
Oh, is it themed up after something too?
It is themed, actually.
You can...
It was 1920s Art Deco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm so looking forward.
Was
That's
the theme I was
exciting.
going for.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know how well it was executed.
Smashes right in the... Just do the anime flop. You're like, oh, depression.
He made hit you in the face right away.
Right.
So,
I bet you pull it off gorgeously, though.
yeah, of course. I know that the apartment limitation can be rough on us sometimes.
I actually quite like making apartments and FC rooms because the restriction makes it another challenge in a way.
That's
Oh, yeah,
very
that's
true.
true.
That's a very good mindset for this too. I like
That's
that.
a really good way to look at it. I look at apartments and FC rooms like chill time. Like, I know there's only so much I can do with 100 slots, and I'm gonna do the best I can, but it can be relaxing, and I don't have to go, like, I don't have to blow anyone's mind.
If you don't expect much of yourself, you're not gonna get disappointed.
Hey!
Keep the bar
That's my
low.
life theory. Bar as
Oh,
low as a Lalafell, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's good!
Yeah, this is the this is actually a commission I did. The one commission in the whole 5 houses on the list.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, I
that is
love
so
it!
good. I saw screenshots of this, and especially this entryway where you have the aprons and stuff. I like that a lot. Yo, Fang, you can just take your apron off right here.
Oh, I love
Just hang it
this.
up.
Look at this light, Dev.
Oh, that is beautiful. This is using the Gridania light, the NPC light, right? And the flower
It's an
pot.
oasis.
The
Oh,
oasis
it's an
lights and the
oasis.
flower.
That is
Mounted
so
flower,
good.
yeah, that's cute.
Yes.
Just look at the light effect of just the gradients of the light cone. That is
Oh,
so
yeah.
nice on the wall.
That
I
is
like
really
it.
well done.
That
Oh,
is-
we've got the party on the bay window here.
Oh yeah, the
hang
bay
on.
window.
Ooh, there's just so much to look at actually. Just the ceiling too.
I feel
Oh
kind
wow,
of
okay.
oversized.
No, that is very good actually.
Oh, I
It's
like
perfect.
how you raised the glade cupboard so it still looks like a table.
Yeah, I like that a lot too actually. Instead of just having it on that level, I think that's also partially to make the cushion part look more like not hiding it inside the cupboard because that's gonna be
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
So it's more like having a cupboard underneath with seating on top.
Yeah, I was gonna say, being able to see the little bit of like underneath it makes it look like it has feet. So it's almost like it's a separate piece of furniture, not a build.
Yeah,
I like that a
it's
lot,
very
actually.
delicate.
The wall trim, just perfect. I really
I
love the
know.
wall trim
It's
all around the
so
house.
well
It's
done.
so fun using that.
I know,
as a
right?
wardrobe.
And I'm actually impressed because like the combination of white on white is not as off-putting because of the different shades of white, which I was
Yeah,
kind of
because-
fearing.
The disordered wardrobe has more of muted white.
Yeah, but is
than
it
the
is it the
walls.
same is it the same white or is it? A
I
different
actually
one?
think that the wardrobes are snow white, while all the walls are pure white.
Ah, I
Oh
see.
yeah, girl!
I like that set. It makes it look a bit more chic.
Yeah.
Which I really like. That is so good. Yo,
My aesthetic.
no idea how much. Oh, you got the bad meta, so I couldn't check what you actually used here. But that's those covers up here.
And it's a staggered shelf.
Yeah, it just I see it being used so much, but honestly, just the shape of it, it's just so beautiful. Like it's really, really nice. Just look at how like there's little like the texture is really nice too with all these scratches on there. Like it's a bit weathered.
Yeah.
It's really good. I love it a lot. Man, the symmetry here too, that is so cool. And look at
You
the
might have
layout
noticed that
of the
I
floor is
like
actually really
symmetry
well
quite a lot.
Yeah, I noticed that just now, like walking into here around here. Oh, that is so nice. Yo, the ceiling lamp too. With
You-
the food platter.
The fruit platter, div.
How did you get rid of the
Yeah.
vegetables?
How'd you hide all the food? No, I was gonna say, if you like symmetry, you say, but the bay window has a beautiful asymmetry to it just by
Yeah.
putting the curtain on one side. Is
Mhm.
really
I like to have symmetry in quite a lot, but also something asymmetric to break it up.
Honestly,
absolutely.
also like it is realistic too because you have a fridge right here, and it would first of all glitch into the fridge if you would repeat it on that side, and also, you know how you can make a corner look too heavy? If you put a curtain here, you'd have a fridge there, but it's like rather open on the other sides. Like it's throwing off balance, but like that, it's perfectly balanced. Like you have an open space on the left area, and then right side closed off, and same here, open space, right closed off with a curtain, which I really like.
Thanos over here.
Yeah, perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Yeah, and also what you're saying, Div, like you don't want it. You have to look at it like realistically. If you're going to be over here, you don't want a whole lot of things behind you and getting in the way.
Yeah, you can't just like open the fridge all the way in that
Yeah.
case, for example.
Yeah, because imagine how annoying it would be to open a fridge with a curtain behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so annoying. Getting stuck, dragging it with you, and accident just ripping that whole curtain down.
Can we
That's
talk
so
about
cool.
just the flow of this room? Like this is the first floor of a medium, right? Because this
Yeah.
is the door. So like you've cut off space, obviously you've cut off the basement, but it doesn't feel samey to me. It doesn't feel like, you know, most builds that cut off the basement because you've cut off this whole side in a straight line and opened up this side into a separate room. So even though it's like an open room with a big archway, it's not like closed off either. So like this whole layout feels incredibly unique and functional, and I really love it. Like the flow of it is perfect.
Yeah, as Rhapsody said, I highly agree with that. Especially the tall ceiling that you still kept, like you didn't lower it. You lowered it in some parts, which is really good because that gives it a lot of levels, which is really good in the first place because if you open it up into a bigger room, it's like an atrium and it looks really good and gives you that grand feeling. And like Rhapsody said, that opening that, if you would put a smaller door here, it would look much smaller, but given that you have a very big open area, it's not like a door, it's just a frame into the next room.
Yeah.
But using that is just so smart in making it look bigger than it actually is.
It looks a lot bigger because it also leads your eye into seeing the second room.
Yes. It's really good.
One more point that I want to talk about, just the openness and flow of this whole room, is that you haven't cluttered every single corner, and in fact you haven't even pushed the couch all the way up against the wall as most people would probably want to do. You've centered the seating area in the room, leaving walk around, leaving space, making it feel very breezy and open, and by doing that you haven't left like an awkward amount of space on this side, you know, towards the kitchen that you would then have to fill with like a table or something like that. It's really, really well done. Felt just chef's kiss.
Oh.
Chef's kiss. Actually, chef's kiss. I really like it. It's really good. Okay, shall we head upstairs, because there's a beautiful, beautiful stairs. Just the staircase itself is just really nice. The transition into it is so smooth, and the
Super
ceiling.
well done.
Just look at the detail on the ceiling. It's not just one flat open surface. It's just like 2 steps.
Like, yeah, it's got a
Just
stepped
so
effect.
Beautiful. Yeah. It's
And then
really nice.
another step as you get into the other parts. Like the whole ceiling of the stairs is stepped. You've got steps on steps on steps.
Yeah, because it doesn't have that super high ceiling that you can see in some of my the other medium I have.
Mhm.
Because it would be too tall in a way for the rest of the house.
Sure.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I highly agree with that. Sometimes it just needs a bit of variety.
So
That is so clean again. I just love it so much. Oh, you hit the headboard here too, but you used the Oh, that's also a good thing to add. Now that I notice it, because you lowered the ceiling downstairs, you had the options to float things up without them sticking out,
Yeah.
which is really important.
It's just enough space for
Oh, it's
one
like a
rectangular
pixel?
partition.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's pretty
I love
clever as far as overcoming that obstacle, because that is
Yeah.
something people are very concerned about.
And that's a very, you don't have much furniture because it's just not needed, honestly. It's just very clean and minimalistic, which I really dig. You have so many shadow
way
break,
to have the room flow in a way where it still looks quite clean and have all the rooms that the client wanted.
yeah. Oh, yeah, the item slot limitation probably
Yeah,
too.
the item slot invitation, which is why I have bed meta every single place except the staircase.
Oh, I
the
didn't notice.
staircase. I didn't notice either. You
Yeah,
know why you?
My
you know why
camera
you don't
sticks so
notice it?
close.
Yeah, you know why you don't notice it? Because you just look up by yourself, but you don't tilt your camera because you look up. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a cool cheat.
Well, I
I
mean,
love it so much.
it's nice that I'm a Lalafell because I don't notice it going up or down.
Well,
It's really clean.
Well, on home office depression, it's fine too.
On home
Please.
office depression.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Please.
I noticed you have a Shadowbringers music playing in the back, and the paintings you have are also the different zones, right?
that
That's
is
something you find
purely a
one.
coincidence in this one.
Oh,
Because
really?
I put it up for the house owner to choose the music.
Uh-huh.
Because I was an alt and I didn't have any songs, unfortunately.
Okay,
Oh.
good.
So I left it up to them to choose a song that they felt like they wanted to hear in their house.
Ah.
And coincidentally, I have a lot of the Meg paintings.
I saw there's Lakeland downstairs
They're so
and
cute.
upstairs. And honestly, they fit so well. Both of Lakeland with the purple and white together
Yeah.
with the Ilmec themes with the white
Colors
panels.
really fit all the
Yeah, exactly.
other ones.
Very
That's why I
smart
chose
choice.
them.
Very, very smart choice. There's this little bathroom too, just a smaller door. And it's really nice. Yo, I can't repeat it enough, but every time I see a bathtub with that pastel color, or I just think of the 60s or something. Because
Like Golden Girls, 80s.
I love
exactly.
it.
It's just so.
It's so good.
I just
Look,
love this.
my
so
hair
pretty.
blends right in.
Oh my god, it's
The
even
perfect
white.
color match.
Yeah, you live here now, Rhapsody.
I do. This is my house now.
This is
Whoever your
really-
client is, you can kick them out.
Oh, I didn't see. Thank you so much for the subscription, Floor. I really appreciate it with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. And thank you also so much for follow Rob Pew Pew. Thank you so much. Dude, I just saw the toilet and the drain right next to it.
It's kind of suspect.
Yeah.
Okay, what's really funny about the toilet is that I always get my clients to double check the house to make sure they have all the items that they want to include. I keep forgetting that toilets are a thing.
Okay.
So I had to add it in like last second.
I mean, you have two
Somehow
items.
managed to fit all the things I needed. And this is the result.
Dude,
So
it's like-
you are a better person than I, because the last commission I did where they were like, yeah, but how about a toilet? I'm like, no, you don't get a
Oh,
toilet.
wow.
Go dig a hole in the yard.
Oh no!
You are a cat. Get yourself a litter box.
It's the
Oh my God.
Eorzean way.
Yo, Ashen, remember the cat bench that we talked about today?
Yes.
That, but the litter box if you float it lower.
Okay, sure. I can do that for you guys.
Okay, perfect. Thank you
Yay,
very
litter
much.
box. Much appreciated.
All right. Well, this is so cute. Very chic. I feel, compared to a lot of your other style we're going to see, this is very outside of your style.
I was about to
This
say
was
that.
outside of my comfort zone when I took it, but I was comfortable enough with like the minimalist style that I only had to remember, okay, it's white, gold, and pink.
Yeah.
Do this.
See? This
It's
is
important.
so cute.
It's very important to also work outside your comfort zone sometimes and try something new, because sometimes you can stumble across the thing that you like the most by accident. It's really cool.
So shabby chic from now on, Fel.
Only shabby chic,
Yeah.
nothing else. Thank you very much.
More shabby chic.
No, but I don't want to. I don't want you to spend your talent on shabby chic only because you have many other builds.
Yeah,
that
but
we are doing today.
can you make me a cute shabby chic nook bed? Thanks.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes.
Challenge accepted.
Yay!
That's our important priorities are set.
All right.
Alright, let's head to the next one.
Yeah, we're gonna go on to Odin. This one's Shirogane. I got a friend request. The person might still be online.
I can double check if they're still online. They
Yeah.
said they would be online. Yes, they are.
Alrighty.
I think Gig
I'm gonna-
wanted a friend request too.
Yeah, I still need one too.
I also need one. I was not prepared.
On Odin, there you go. Actually, I wonder. I already pre-planned my other characters, so I can't use them. So I'm gonna watch her the stream. Just for the Shirogane one, but everything else I'm gonna come along. Please don't kill me, Fel.
It's okay.
The other thing
I
is,
can't believe you're missing it.
Actually, what Div doesn't want to tell you is that there's a warrant on his head in Kugane. He can't go into Shirogane at all without getting sniped.
yeah, let's just call it.
Excuses.
Let's just,
That's just he can't go to
Yeah.
Weedtown.
it's just called. Let's just say it's called the Merman accident.
Oh my goodness!
And
I don't.
want to talk about it. No,
Accident.
it just no. It's like I thought you were referring. Oh, first,
There he
I thought
is.
you were referring to that actually, Rhapsody, because it was a joke from Animal Crossing.
Oh my goodness.
I love this right here.
That is such a clean design for a corner in a garden. I love it so much.
So cute.
It's very clean. You know, I think we talked about this in our garden episode, but it's not important to fill out every single space in your garden, but put enough emphasis and items into the places where you need it. And people just jumping over the edge. That was funny, actually. It was just hilarious. Just like, yeet. That was beautiful.
I love the shadows this cast.
Just look how clean that is. It's just a very nice, comfy house. I love the palm trees here, by the way. For some reason, Shirovet still works because it's at the beach.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like the different trees work quite well here because
Yeah,
you do have the foliage of the beach and the Eastern Pines.
Look at the cute little round head.
I love it so much. So wait, this is one of your houses?
Yes.
So, how do you like the Namazu staring at you at all times? Up there.
Quite.
It's just very.
I find it quite.
Oh no!
It is very present.
Yeah, I mean you could.
Gig, it's your people.
It's just Gig having his spy cameras installed in the eyes of that thing. This is why
God.
it's spinning.
Oh my gosh.
I like it.
You know
He's just
what?
Huh?
That just reminds me of Dodgeball. Where they have that little
What?
cutout. Yeah, you know the little cutout of what's his name? Is it Ben Stiller? Or like the eyes are just like those swirly, weird, like red hypnotic looking things, but they're actually cameras like watching the other gym.
I that's news to me. We don't play dodgeball in.
No,
it's
the movie.
Oh, the movie. I'm fucking
Yeah, because
retarded.
Ben Stiller totally just ships his likeness out.
Just every American high school in the world that has a gym that plays dodgeball gets just a cardboard cutout of Ben Stiller.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Not gonna lie.
Man, this is my new guys. Donate to the Rhapsody Foundation for every American high school who gets a
Listen.
cutout of Ben Stiller.
Listen, after I heard about the instructional videos that you guys play every single time at those high schools, I believe everything you tell me.
No, okay, I'm going inside. We're wasting daylight.
So tell us about a bit about this one as
Ooh.
we go in, Phil.
Cask rack.
This is the Casprack build.
Oh, this one was yay!
This is the build with insane amount of Caspracks.
It's
And
sexy.
it was the first build that I did that had zero lighting, actually. And
Oh.
since then, I have never looked back.
I told you! I fucking told you!
Oh my goodness! The levels in this are beautiful. Like, and I don't just mean like floor levels. I mean like the levels on the walls. The level, like, look, there's just a little lip right here, and the windows are like one is inset back here, and these two are. Oh my, Fell.
Oh, I love how
because
this window
because,
looks.
When I did them, I had to figure out how to make the Caspracks not just blend together.
Oh, I can see what you mean, yeah. Oh my god, you're right. Yo, the way you use the cast crack edges as the wooden support beams,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
really
so
clever.
big brain. That is really smart. So you didn't cut them off mid a
Yeah.
texture, but you used it as a feature there actually. And it's especially present at the fireplace. And I just love the combination of brown and gray so much. Or like, I can't really tell, is it gray or blue?
It looks
It is
cerulean.
cerulean blue.
Ooh.
Brown and blue and brown and gray are like my favorite aesthetics. So I just, did I say brown? Yeah, sorry. And it's just so good. And the way you use it with the wood feels so nice. It feels like a bit modern, but also very immersed. Like it's hard to explain really.
So designers who struggle with Shirogane interiors, take note. Fel has made an amazing little entryway that covers the Shiro extra.
Yeah, that is the floor mat and two wooden beams that I used
So
to
simple
cover it
and so
to make
cute.
quite a seamless entrance.
It is
In my
super
opinion,
seamless.
it made this even better. Like you tried to hide something, but you added a detail there.
Enhanced it, yes.
Yeah, that is so good. I love it so much. And especially because it's like, again, oh, look at the lumber! The firewood!
Yeah.
What? Where? What?
It is my solution to not having any actual firewood. Is the log partitions.
Yeah, that's what we posted. Like, I think we were like figuring out on stream what to do with it, and then we posted a PID like a few days after, I think.
I don't know, but it's so cute.
It looks so good. Such a great solution to that. Just look at the little books here on the nook in front of the fireplace. That's just such a nice detail too.
Super cute. There's so much tea. This is my heaven. Look at all this tea.
Gotta have something to warm me up.
Yes.
It is really good. Man, I really love how you overlapped the wooden textures of a cask rack to like extend it all the way up, and it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, it's because the wooden cask racks alone, they didn't have the height that I wanted. And I do like how you can see the color peeking through at the top, as well as it's an excellent place for windows.
It's just so
definitely
good. Man, just look at how you made that hallway. You turned it all the way into something new. It's just so nice. There's a little gap. That's just such a nice
staircase.
Drove you nuts, probably, right?
It took me so long. It took me several days.
I can't.
Oh god. Look at how smooth it is. Oh my goodness, like going up or down.
Yeah,
These walls are so smooth.
I can't say that I've seen a small with a custom staircase like that, like on that level at least.
So I've seen a few, but mostly I hear horror stories of people trying to do one as smooth as this and as small. Oh wow.
I can't
Gig
imagine
wants to
why.
point out all the beautiful shadows on the wall too.
They are so good. Oh, look at that window design. This is just so beautiful.
Oh my goodness, look at the little corner bookshelf and table.
That is
I
so
love
nice.
this.
Oh, you use the knight's table as the headboard too for the bed.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
that's
so
a
you
favorite
have
of mine.
And this is the place that has the most symmetry in this house, I think, is the bed and the windows.
It's really good. I love it so much. Just every side is perfect.
It is
and
also the lightest place in the whole house.
the what
Very
place?
bright.
Oh, the brightest, I see. Yeah, very true.
Because
This
when
is
it's daylight, you gotta get up, man.
Yep.
Ah.
Gotta have a day cycle.
So this staircase makes the Shirogane stairs look incredibly modern.
Yeah.
Very true.
Hiding the railings on the Shirogane staircase makes them look incredibly modern, which is why I was super happy when I actually figured out how to do it.
That's very well done. Even the wooden texture underneath seems to reflect the cast racks that you've used throughout. It's really
Man, I'm glad you don't have that weird arrow there.
What weird
Oh,
arrow?
from the stairs.
The one that points up. Yeah, the one that points up. Like, go up here.
Oh, the Shiro Mansion arrow.
Yeah, that one. That is so cursed. I hate it.
I stared at that one for way too long because my SC used to be a Shiro house.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so gotta admit, my favorite part of this build is that there's a little, like, raised section over here with the counter.
That is my favorite section as well. I
Oh.
keep coming back to it and taking screenshots of it. I have probably like 1,000 screenshots of just that single corner.
It's so well done. So, hold on. What is the base?
The base is glade partitions with wooden lofts to make a collision that you can actually walk on.
Okay, I was gonna say, that's not the glade half partition.
No,
Yeah.
it's the
actually
full
the
partition.
top of a glade. Oh my goodness, you big brain!
Because
was
you
a
can't
bit-
actually walk on them.
Right!
So you have to put something that you actually can walk on under it, which is why you can. Sometimes I get it a bit off and my feet disappear, but
I
That's
thought
not
it's gorgeous.
I just love the edge of it. Like, it's a new texture that you're not very used to seeing.
See,
as a stair.
that's what I was confused about. Like, I just didn't recognize that edge, and it's so gorgeous.
Me neither. I was like, it's one of the partitions. I don't know which one, but it's one of them. Because I couldn't put anything else on my mind. Like, what else could it be?
Yeah.
Right.
the main reason that I use the normal ones instead of the half partitions is that I don't like the lines on the half partitions because it's not as seamless.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. You worked around this by like because partitions should be sticking out down there, but since the bedroom was somewhat small, right? You don't
Yeah.
see them. Okay, I see.
I do have like a joke with the people I visit that like find all the partitions.
Oh, actually, I'm curious now. I have to look at this again. How does this layout exactly? Oh, okay. So those are actually just on the other side of this wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay.
Because
I was
also-
Yeah,
gonna
they're
say,
right
like,
here.
we come down to the end of the stairs, so like, where could you even hide things? But it's like, yeah, okay. Wow, that's so well done. Oh my goodness.
That is
We're in the
in the forbidden area.
Yeah,
beyond the build.
beyond the
outside.
build.
Beyond the build.
We're thinking outside the box now.
Also, just a small detail, but I love the corner stuff. It's just such a simple solution. Doesn't take up item slots, and so good with the crystarium stuff. Just hiding the end parts of it in the corner.
Yeah,
Which is so
Absolutely.
good.
I like the
it
mixed
cuts
media
off.
of the stone. You just have it in this one portion, I think.
yeah. This is the only place I have stone. So it looks more like a supporting wall instead of something that was intentionally built with the wood.
That is so smart, because using something like that, like, it's a bit also part of the house. It makes it unique because it's like, oh, it's a supportive wall. I can't just take it down and open the area up. You need to have it. You can't just take it down or like put stuff on it. And it's just so smart, because that's what realistically is also something that people use in their houses. If it's an older house, for example, or a
Yeah.
renovated place.
I was gonna say it really lends to like almost a European feel to this house because that sort of stuff is very commonly done away with in American houses.
Because when I was making this, it was more like I wanted to look like a traditional cabin that had been remodeled.
It looks really good.
It's a gorgeous cabin.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
very
very
nice.
cozy.
Even the message book is being used in a very clever way.
I didn't
Looks
see it.
like you're using it to cover the texture.
Maybe.
But
Yes.
Oh, that is
I
smart.
can't even see it. So
Oh, to cover the overlapping merchant shell texture. That's so good. I love it.
So
It's
in
beautiful.
terms of building, what number of houses is this that you've? Was this like one of your first, your latest?
This was probably around let me think for a bit. Maybe the 4th or the 5th one that I did.
Oh,
that I
okay, so-
actually tried to make all the custom layouts and things like that.
sure.
That's good. I'm honestly surprised, because it takes people like a bunch of time to settle in a certain either theme or like get used to a certain style. But it's just like you started off so quickly, if you could say that. It's hard to explain, because some people do a lot of commissions, but because people commission them for the same thing, for example, they don't really branch out, right?
Yeah.
But as we saw in your previous builds, you can do multiple styles, and I really like that.
Yeah, I really like like having a challenge that I aim towards,
That is
where I
so
set
good.
myself one goal, and my goal is to execute it as best as I can.
Oh, that's so good. That's such a healthy mindset for housing. I
Yeah.
really love.
I really like how
I didn't
you
even
overcame.
see that.
Oh wait, which?
Sorry. No, you. What you're
Oh,
showing.
Well, I like how you did this door threshold here, because that is often something people struggle with, trying to make a seamless part of the wall.
Yeah. Of course, there's
So
still the what is it called? The little space, the little area. But I think fixing that is nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just go straight past it.
Yeah. I was trying so hard to make it completely seamless, but that was good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. You can just see like a little bit of wood. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everyone tried
It's
it.
dark enough. I didn't notice it.
I barely
Smalls
noticed it.
are hard for that.
All right, should we?
For that one specific spot. Yes.
Yes.
Should we add to the next one while we still have daylight?
All right. So our next one is Goblet, Ward 20, Plot 8. We're still on Odin.
I have a character for that.
Oh, that's my private.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
that's where the Sagma came in.
Thank you for letting us visit, Aeon.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, it was another person's house.
What? How do I still not have this unlocked?
Okay. If anyone needs a teleport, just send me a friend request for that one.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, good point.
Are you? Wait, where are you? Hold on.
Wait. I can do this for a
Yo,
second.
Ashen, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you go back for a second and check out that Barbaron guy who stood there?
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
Hold on.
Just want to see their glamour, if I saw it correctly.
Oh my goodness. Dude.
What? It's not as bad. It's not bad. I legit
No,
just want
it's
to see
just
what they're doing.
hilarious that you're just like,
Okay.
hey, by the way, go check out that person's glam real quick.
Okay, thank you. That's all that I wanted to see. Thank you, man.
You are hilarious.
Yeah, because like I'm looking at his glamour right now. It's so good. Yeah, exactly. I told her to go back. I like that a lot. It's Saki PvP gear I will never get.
I need to make a meme of Div on stream. You know, he's the guy looking
Chad
at the
Thunder. Oh,
ooh glamour, and then the rest of us, the girlfriend holding his hand is housing.
Oh my god, I have two hands. I have two hands I can hold. That is
Wait,
so
that's a
good.
black mage?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
because
hold
he-
on.
Exactly.
Wait, go back.
It's too late.
It's because it's a pure gear and it's like a big ass armor, but everyone can wear it, even healers and shit. And just
Oh.
what it really. It's ranked
Ah,
PvP gear,
Goblet.
so you. Oh,
Whoa! We're in
wait.
Lakeland, boys.
It sure is
Boys?
in Lakeland.
this is the wrong character. Hang on.
Oh my gosh.
I was
Just
logging
send me
in.
your friend's request as well.
No, I'm here. I'm here already. I just logged into the wrong character. I logged in and snake in my boot. And I
Look at
love
all
it.
the flowers. We're actually in Lakeland.
I love it so much. It's so beautiful. Yo, just see that exterior wall. Fuck me.
Wait.
No other walls as good as this. Okay, here we go.
The half timber.
The half timber really fits in with the yard that I did. I remade a yard specifically because I changed to the half timber.
Well, you have
Really?
to. Yeah.
Too many weep houses in Goblet. Highly agree. What? Oh, right.
Oh, we should
That
go
is
in
so
before we lose light.
Oh yeah, Jesus. I was about to say beautiful garden, but we need to head in.
Ooh, but we're coming in at the perfect time though. We got
Hopefully.
that west light.
Yeah, this is the one where I was like holding myself back to go up the stairs because that already
Yeah.
looked so welcoming. I love it.
So this is your Crystarium build, or is this your personal build?
This is Crystarium and personal.
Yo, just the entrance. Like you have a stained brick. You have a white. Everything just works so well and perfectly in Veeam already. And the
Yeah, I
one
like how you kept
reddish wood
this.
colors. Oh,
Yeah, the trim of the goblet.
Yeah, do you see that, Div, up on the stairs?
oh, that is so nice. It's such a nice way to actually use it. Works with planter too.
Yeah, the planter is just the correct color for that.
Yeah, that is so perfect. Man, that is so cool. Look at how he... Just look at those windows up there. That is so cool. The way you did the design here with the circus is just another... Wow, beautiful. Can't get enough of it. Look
Oh my
at
goodness! Look at
This-
the stained glass.
this. Exactly. The good
It's
thing
the,
is,
the seats.
even if it will become day... Oh! Even if daytime will go in a second, we'll still see the light from the... Okay.
Yeah.
From
Div.
the, yeah.
Glitch,
It's
please,
fine.
get off me.
I can't move. I'm stuck.
You.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at the cute little. Look, there's bar stools over on this side. Oh my goodness, one shot, please.
This is so reminiscent of the pendants. I love it so much. This
I
is
was
so
gonna say,
beautiful.
Is that what it's called? The little table parts remind me of that little bar where you get all of like the class quests.
Yeah, that's a pendant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The crystalline mean or whatever. Oh, I really like how you did the
No, that's a
railings here,
custom.
and it looks like a glass booth.
Yes,
Yeah,
on
it's
each
like-
end.
Oh,
To
you're
still
right.
show it,
Wow, that is so smart. I didn't even
but
see it.
have it a bit hidden.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
it's like separated so people can't like kick the goods. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like,
Yeah.
just like a slider. I just want to like, oh, that is so good. Like the feeling of a Crystarium with especially too with Eternal Winds playing in the background. That is such a cool feeling here. Just a brick. I love how you work with a brick here. That is so smart. Is that the wallpaper or the... No, that's the wall item. Okay.
Yeah, that's the wall items because they are more raised.
Yeah, they have...
Are...
Yeah, they have like depth and stuff. They have an actual model instead of a flat texture.
Yeah.
So good.
It feels so nice. Like when you turn your camera, you see how it shifts a bit. That's what I like. Just a bit typical. You know what I really like about this? The fact that it looks more modern, like more like a cafe, with all the small bags in the background and the very cute pastries. It just looks more Crystarium because Crystarium is like weirdly enough a bit more, you know, modern than Eorzea.
It is.
It works so well with all the plastic bags and paper stuff. It looks perfect. This is immersive because it's Crystarium themed. Like in another place, it'd be hard to replicate the same feeling, which I really like. Look at this little separated area, by the way, just a bit more privacy, which you usually have in cafes too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
always
there's
have
always-
one big area and then maybe one that's more hidden.
Yeah, exactly. Man,
Are
I
these-
love it so much.
I sat on that person.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at the
the
light
only
coming.
window seats that I remember is the tall ones and the one with the flowers in them here at the end.
That's the one she remembers. There's probably more.
It's the ones I remember, yeah.
Yo, just look at the light coming from night. Yo, this is so smart too if you think about it. Crystarium, and now that you have the night sky too, and now the night light comes in too.
Oh, hey,
Oh
Fel.
my goodness, Lily, thank you so much.
Oh, what happened?
Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus, thank you so much, Billy, for the sub.
Oh,
for the gifted
thank you for the gift subs. I hope you guys enjoy those.
Oh, thank you.
We
Billy.
have one emote at the moment, but you can combine
Yeah.
it with Pog for House Pog.
Yeah, I was about to say house pox in chat, please, for that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Welcome to
I didn't mean
the.
to derail you, Ashen.
Oh, well, actually, I was going to ask, since this is your house, can you put the light on 0?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I want to see that too. Thank you so much for the follow.
What's really nice about this
Mega?
build is that it fits almost all the light settings.
This is
So
gorgeous.
moody.
Oh, just look at that. Oh, now that you actually turned this light level down, I only now kind of looked up
Yeah.
for some reason. Just look at that beautiful.
Oh my
beautiful
god!
feeling.
I
Now
didn't
this-
even.
This is very reminiscent. Thanks, ceiling design, right?
Yeah, because the reason I made the original Crystarium Cafe, which also had the ceiling, was because I saw Feng's build,
Oh.
and I was so inspired by it that I really wanted to make a custom ceiling as well.
It is
Oh, it's
really
so
good. You did
good.
an amazing
Look
job.
at the crystal chandelier just like dropping down from it. It's so beautiful.
That you put so much attention to the little detail parts of a build. It's really I love it so much. Thank you so much for letting us use it because
Oh,
beautiful.
I was gonna say, talking about all the little details and Fel's extreme attention to detail, this ceiling wasn't an afterthought. Like, you can see every single, like, there's no, how do I say this? How am I trying to say this correctly? Like, all of the cross beams go into the edge trim, and there isn't like any extra pieces trying to like cover something. Like, everything is just
It's very
It's
intentional.
perfect. It's intentional. You've planned it perfectly, and it's just it's beautiful.
because
It's
how
gorgeous.
this build is made is that I had to plan the layout to make the ceiling. So I
Man,
had
this
to
is-
decide completely on the layout before I could go on with the ceiling.
You have no idea how much I respect that mindset. I just struggle so hard to work with a pre-planned thing because I change things up midway so much.
I do that so often.
Yeah, and like dedicating to that is like such a tough challenge in my opinion, but if you can pull it off, you get one of the best results because you have a detailed ceiling instead of an overlapping mess of wooden lofts.
Now, I have a question. Do you draw your build out when you're planning it, or did you just like have it all in your head, just holding it there for days on end?
It actually depends. On this one, I actually tried to make it on the first floor, and I didn't like it at all.
Oh.
Okay.
Which is why I moved it up to the second floor and has the small entrance in the beginning.
Gotcha.
So it was more like me playing around with the layout, trying to find how I wanted it to be shaped.
That is very smart and good. I love it so much.
And then I focused on the ceiling after that.
So, oh man, did you took into consideration that we have a crazy person here who loves her light cycles? Did you take that into consideration here, talking about the Crystarium windows? Because, man, you have no idea, just walking through here on light level 0, and especially the staircase, Jesus, I love it so much. Was that an afterthought, or did you plan it out?
It is not an afterthought. I planned it out so it would look nice in
girl
all the
after
light
my own
settings.
I kiss your 5-head, this is so nice.
It looks...
I kiss your 5-head, he says.
That's a beautiful brain.
So this was actually built in brightness number 5. And then after I built it and started placing the lights, I set it to 0. So I could see how all the lights would cast.
Yes.
Where it would cast the most, where it would light up. Is there any spots that look too dark?
That is perfect. Thank you so much for appreciating the light work in the game, because someone who would. And I think she does appreciate you working with it too.
Ashen, can you come back to the staircase and jump up onto this cute little...
I was looking at that, yes.
Okay, so no, jump up here and then look back into the cafe. Look at the amount, like the attention to detail. We've got the goblet, like little bit of trim showing, and then the wall planters extending that little bit of sandstone.
Yeah, I love it.
It's so well done, like every single detail, even this spot where like no one would really look up here, but it's so, like, I can tell that it was done on purpose. And Billy, of course, is up in the window. Like,
We got some perverts in the window.
Oh, geez, put your clothes back on.
Oh, they run away the moment I say.
This is, as Rhapsody said, I have no words. Like, I'm actually so cool.
Yeah, the window here was pure coincidence, actually.
Really?
Yeah. It's because when I built the stairs, I felt that it was way too closed off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this was a way to open up the staircase, as well as open up the cafe to be even bigger in a way.
That's so beautiful.
That is so
I love it. And honestly, the nighttime is like, now that it's nighttime and you've turned the light level down, it feels so moody. Like, it was beautiful before and it felt very Crystarium, but now it's like, actually, I'm convinced. I'm convinced I'm in the Crystarium.
It's so cozy.
Same here.
Something that's really funny about this build, I occasionally come back and change the light settings. Just so that if somebody visits, it will always be a bit different.
Aww.
That is wholesome.
That is so cute.
I love it.
It's like, imagine, like, I will always bring it up, but the Japanese mindset of just coming here to chill with your friends and talk.
Yeah.
While sitting here, and imagine coming here, sitting down one day, and just coming back at a completely different setting here at a different time, and just having that feeling. I just love it so much.
Yeah, I do get a lot of my neighbors here. They do tend to come over.
So, do you have events here?
I don't have events here.
Oh.
They just show up to take screenshots.
Okay.
Quite a lot, and I let them because it's really cute.
Honestly,
so a lot of your... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to say that's so cool.
Oh, okay.
Comment, use your area as a backdrop. That's it.
For sure. A lot of your mindsets towards these themed houses and even attention to lighting and even that little detail about changing the light settings so that it's a little different with each visit sounds like the mindset of someone who puts a lot more attention into the game than just, you know, show up to raid, log off, show up next Tuesday. Do you Do you RP? Like, do you write stories around your
don't
character? And okay,
RP actually, but a lot of my friends do.
gotcha. So you're kind of you're around that mindset a lot.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Can you check out BFC icon and the description of Fel?
No!
What?
Please look at it.
Please
Please
don't.
look at it.
Okay.
Okay, what am I looking at? What?
Communism and crafting.
Look at
Like, the profile.
Fel's
Oh
company. Just look at it. Just the fucking icon, see?
Oh
no!
goodness.
It's such a bad old joke.
Hang on. Goblet down there too. Big fan of that. I
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh.
Oh,
Nice RP.
I have a feeling that's a lot funnier to Div than me. I don't get it.
As a fellow Russian, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Winter Palace is your FCOs. That's good. You
Oh,
wanna decorate
decorate
that
that
too?
Yeah, did you decorate that one?
All red, huh? All red walls? Just
Oh
like
my
some-
gosh.
Yeah.
Div.
no.
maybe some guy with a beard, maybe?
All right.
They're probably having a field day, honestly.
Or are they watching? Hi, Fels, Bessie.
Yo,
I know
by the
that
way,
somebody linked it,
I
so they
wanted
might be.
I wanted to mention, have you guys seen the this one recording studio built on
What?
Twitter?
What?
Yeah, there was a dude making like a recording studio with like instruments and stuff, like with a guitar on the wall, right? They took Raubon's picture and they put an eye patch onto him,
Oh my gosh.
and it looks like Solid Snake.
I need to see this.
I tried to find it the other day, but
Is this the
I
really
just-
old one that Mako
no, this
made?
is recent.
Oh, okay.
This is recent, and even fucking, I think one of the bigger Twitter profiles even retweeted it. But I was just thinking about it, like do the same with Stalin.
I must need it.
It's so good. I'm gonna find it out later and post it.
All
about
right,
it.
Fel, I love your house. I love the mentality of decorating on different light levels. I do that quite often. I think it's something a lot of people should do and take into consideration.
Mhm.
And we're
Big.
moving on. It is another house here in the Goblet.
Yes.
Different ward this time.
Yes.
This one is. Hang on. The next house is in Goblet still, and Ward 3, Plot 18. Same server, same ward, same residential area.
Yeah, boy.
Man, I can walk.
Man, I can walk, says Div.
All right.
I mean,
Sure can.
okay.
I indirectly said pick me up with your flex mod, but okay. Hang on.
Oh, okay. I just got so confused. I haven't logged on to do the Easter event at all, and I just teleported to the Brimming Heart and I hear papaya and I was like, what is going on?
I unironically didn't fucking touch this event because the costume really, like, unironically scares me. I hate
don't
it.
want-
It is very uncanny.
Yes.
You don't want to be the Donnie Darko rabbit? Like, what?
It's the fucking costume, dude. It looks like it stares into your soul.
God, you know, the windows on this on a small are beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's just like wall to wall.
Yeah, the windows on the small of those is incredible. I absolutely love the half timber.
Yeah, it is really good. I recently got that one too, and I just have no words for it. It's just, I can't use any other wall now. Like, it's just so good.
I love this little, like, what is it called? Log that you just have
Yeah.
sitting out
Log?
here. It's so
The owners of this house did the garden after I finished the inside.
Oh.
Because she wanted to, when she did it, she really liked the inside if I remember correctly. And I gave her the half-timbered walls because I wanted to see how it looked on the small.
Oh, that's so nice of you. And
So what
this-
you're saying is the interior was designed without the half timber walls on them.
Yes. It was designed by me wanting to be the boss to be on it, but I didn't have it at that time.
This
Oh, you
one.
already did it. Yo, the plot from outside looks so good.
Oh my gosh, I love this house so much. You have no idea. I'm fangirling. Oh my gosh, I am
This is the
like.
one.
This is the one.
The one.
I have spoken. This is the one.
Yeah.
Like I died the first time I saw pictures of this. Look at
Same.
the little plate racks.
There's
I
so much to
remember.
look at. Oh my god.
Okay, let's start off with the entrance. That alone, with the levels here, that goes up. That's just so beautiful.
Well, it goes up and then it goes back down. Like it's not all. Well, it's not linear. I don't know what to tell you. It's so good.
It's really funny because I did plan it out as having the different levels, but it also based on the minimum item height of the items on it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's understandable.
I feel that.
Because the minimum height on the banquet table, is that what it's called? Is quite high.
Oh really? I haven't looked at it yet.
It's at the absolute minimum at the moment.
Oh, it's
wow.
wonderful.
Just look at the how you use the cushions as the blanket.
As a table runner.
Table runner, thank you.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. I really like that. But can we talk about this here? I saw you posting this in work in progress that I immediately fell in love with so much because you know how much I love wood
A nice
burners.
wood burning stove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did take some inspiration from you from that one.
Honestly, you did it better.
Because I was stuck on what elements to use to make it, because I did know how I wanted it to look.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the items I needed to make it look like I wanted.
That
Oh,
is
it's
so
so
nice.
good.
I really love how you also put the metal around it to like, you know, you have some ash sometimes and you don't want that on the wood, and below that you have a little blanket there to catch that if it's needed. And the way you used the empty Ishgardian fruit thing as the what is it called? The what's the word for that? Laura, fetch me the word. No, I don't know it in German either. She made
Yeah, I
one
can't
for
remember
us.
it in my own language either.
Yeah, she said it in the
Is it-
she designed it for the housing contest, but I don't know what she called it. So
The wood rack,
where you
the-
put your where you put the
like the tool holder.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
There's the name for it.
Okay, hang on, let me think.
I just want thank you so much for a follow, Cinnamon Light. Yes. Oh no, Cinnamon Light. Thank you. Oh, the music in the background is so nice too.
What is this music?
Let me check.
I've never heard this. To answer Nayla's question, it actually underneath looks just about the same as on top. Like the width of the cushion just shows just as much as it does on top. So it's kind of
Fire Iron.
Okay,
Oh,
this
it's called
is
Fire Iron.
the song is A Dream in Flight.
a dream in flight.
It
Why have I
sounds-
never heard
I
this?
think it's Shadowbringers. That's why. Thank you so much for
Of
follow. Thank you so much for follow Shoop Dog Geo and Shin Meta Kiari. Sorry if I butchered your name.
I really
I just
like
got
how you did the spice rack here. You only did a portion of it
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
because
Just
it still looks like you just opened up that shelf just a tiny bit to show that, and then you have all your plates on the other side. That's so cute.
Talking about plates though, this design.
I love this. I was actually using it, Phil.
Yes. I was so happy when I got like this moment where I just looked at it like I want plates on the wall that are bigger than the ones we currently have.
It's very grandma.
What can I use?
I
I
love
can use
it.
the dish rack.
It is
So
perfect.
good.
I've seen people picked it up on Twitter too. Like you actually sent it. It's really good. I love
You
it so
know,
much.
I take walks around my neighborhood, and I pass by this one house, and it's like it's obviously must be an old woman living there, but she has like decorative plates in her windows on display just like that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
A lot of the design in this house is based on both my grandparents' old house.
Okay.
Oh,
Aw.
God.
Because they had
Awesome.
a lot of plates on display on all the walls.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I love how you integrate that feature. That is so good.
It's
Okay.
very reminiscent of what's very traditional in cabins.
Mm-hmm.
So everything I have is pulled from that, what I know, as well as really old pictures from 1600s to
Honestly,
700s?
you know what I think of? Like, very Scandinavian
Yes.
designs. Like, this looks like an older Scandinavian or even Russian cabin for me too. Because
This
this is what I typically
purely
see.
based on old Scandinavian
I
cabins.
knew it. I fucking. It is so good.
Even
you
even
deliver
the
that
bed.
theme so much.
The bed
bed
is the one thing that made me make this build.
Yeah.
so
and
this was the inspiration for making this entire cabin.
Yes. Because the
everything-
first thing I built was the bed.
That's understandable because, man, I just looked at it, and especially I think the reason why it's so reminiscent of that Scandinavian style and the style is the color of the wood. Like,
Yeah.
what's really typical for that Scandinavian northern style is that they use different shades of green, blue, and red on
Yeah.
wood. Like they paint it directly on the wood, and it comes off really easily. Paint, right? So the
Mhm.
typical style was like that old paint that over time loses its saturation and the wood shows. And having down here the little bronze parts show makes
Yeah.
me feel like that.
I was
And
gonna
the
say the bronze is
exactly.
like out of this world. Like that's something that I can very safely say I have never seen someone incorporate so beautifully into a build. I don't know that I've ever seen someone use that in this.
Same.
Yeah, I
That
don't
is-
think I've
gorgeous.
seen all that many people use it as a base of furnish. Because
just
the bronze
blue
kind
and
of
bronze.
brushes a bit with the metal on it, but it completely fit in with this design.
Absolutely, the ornamental carving, like just everything about it is beautiful. I see
found-
you've used some like. Is this? Do you have? What is this Kirby thing? You have bread racks?
It's bread racks.
Oh my gosh!
The bed is made out of Oasis cupboards, Glade cupboards, and bread racks, and the mahogany bed.
The mahogany. Oh
That
my
is so
gosh!
cute. It's like a
that
sleigh
is so
bed.
cute.
Oh, it's so perfect. Like I kept looking at all the different engravings, and I saw the cupboards and stuff, but I was like, wait, what is this? I love this.
So I was about to ask. So I was looking on the side. I just typed it into Pinterest and Google, like old Scandinavian cabin, for example, and you can immediately tell the inspiration with the green, blue, orange, all of that stuff. You're so
It is
used to it.
also a painting style that's done a lot of furniture, which is why I have a lot of engravings.
Yeah,
on a lot of furniture.
I was about to say that actually, because that is also very typical. And man, I was about to ask you because this is going to be relevant for a future episode that we're going to do, and a future topic we're going to talk about is how did you get the inspiration on working on this build? I know you're probably, as you said, your grandparents, but
Yeah.
where did you direct inspiration from, and how did that influence the build?
Usually when I start, I get one idea that I really want to make. This one was I wanted to make the bed. After that, I started searching around for old cabins that had the painting style that I wanted the bed to be from, and that had the same time period.
Okay, I see.
So I do usually tend to look at like Pinterest to find the colors, the shapes, and the aesthetic of the build I want to go for.
Okay, so
And then I use elements from that and from just memory.
yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, because I was about to say, because honestly, Pinterest is my single most Pinterest and Google Images. Honestly, it's my single most research tools for housing
Same,
too.
dude.
Yeah.
But we're
Hey,
gonna
Jim,
talk about
how do you like
it.
that clutter corner?
Yo, there's so much clutter everywhere, but this corner specifically,
That corner has so many cloth craft looms.
I see.
That's
It's
so
like
good.
I can see 3 right away. I think
There's 4.
Yeah, exactly.
4 is the limit in a small.
Oh
Ah.
wow.
I see.
It's so good. Oh my gosh.
Because I see how people want to use it, but they use the full item, right? But we mentioned before that it is not necessary to just go for a big, bulky furniture piece. You can even use it multiple times, guys. Like, look at this. She used it just once with the actual room part, and she hid the bottom part of it, the back part of it, to not make it look too bulky, because that just wouldn't look good, because it would cover the nice wood framing here. But then she used it again multiple times, but of the same height, but hiding the other parts of it, just using the back part of it and having the little
And the
parts
top be the countertop, essentially, the tabletop.
Exactly, and it's
She's created a desk, essentially.
Such.
Jim's just like, oh, it's so good.
Just
The vibrating mess.
using pre-made clutter without sacrificing any item slots is an amazing way to actually save some item slots. So like it's an amazing while also having items that you don't have as tabletops, and it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, because there's not another item that has the is it the threads?
Spools?
The spools thread?
Yeah.
As well as the small rolled up fabric in that size.
It's just
And
so
the yarn.
nice.
So I really wanted to have those elements in this build because it is something that is quite traditional to do in these cabins. Like you have the tapestries as well as a lot of rugs that are handmade, and I've kind of tried to mimic that with all the sewing baskets, the rugs, the pillows, the tablecloths.
Yeah, it's so cute. And also rugs on wall when.
Yo,
wish.
big fucking mood, dude. Oh,
I wish. Give me
you-
tapestries.
you have no idea how much I want. Like, because it works for everything. For Oriental buildings, it looks for Scandinavian, it looks for Russian, it works for every single thing. And the things that you could do with it, especially UFL, I'm just looking so forward to it once we actually get it, or something that looks remotely close to carpets on a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rhapsody, you're inside of the floor, I just noticed.
I'm exploring. There's a LFL dance hall down here.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And
It-
also exceedingly moody lighting. Like,
There's a lot of
seriously.
lights down there.
I was gonna say, there are brass pickets, the candles, hidden down here for warm ambient.
That is very smart. I can't see everything down there, so I'm just gonna go around sit with my eyes.
I'm gonna take this amazing picture of me, like, actually getting clearance underneath the floor. Like, the little top knot of my onion hair doesn't even hit the bottom of the loft.
We got hang on, Rhapsody, stand still.
Have you tried playing a Lalafell? It is the best.
This is such a gorgeous build. I love it.
Honestly, it is probably my favorite build right now. Like, I
Yeah.
keep coming back to it.
It's so original too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. There's
Yeah, I
so many
don't think I've
great
seen that many to have this type of build, especially because it is very niche.
Yeah, it's very specific. It's a very specific style, and people, we see the typical Japanese, the typical modern, but having a very immersive log cabin in a very typical Scandinavian style, it's just we don't see that. No, that's just because we are very limited in the game, but that just encourages you to think outside the box.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I was gonna say, I feel like the Japanese, clean, minimalistic modern has been the meta for far too long, and we need to make cottagecore
Yeah.
the new meta. Let's do
Bring,
it.
bring cabins back.
Return to Tumblr seaside.
Oh
Right
yeah, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Exodus off of Twitter.
Wrecking my language.
Reckon my language.
Oh, I thought I misheard that. I thought I misheard that, so I just accepted that. I should say that.
This is just how it is now.
I love it. Oh my gosh. And I love the actual use of the disordered wardrobe that, like, you can see the little, like, drawers inside of it.
Yeah.
But you've hidden like part of it. I don't know. It's just so good. Everything about this is so good, Phil. I feel like I've been so quiet this whole time just because I have no words. This build is so good. Like your brain, I don't have questions for you. There's nothing I could say about this. It's just perfect.
Chef's kiss on that 5-head, just like I said.
Yeah. What? How do you do the chef's kiss on the 5-head? Do you use the fingers and then you like put it on the 5-head, or like? How does that work?
The mental image of that was amazing.
I was acting it out.
It's like fucking Zimba, dude.
Oh my goodness.
That is beautiful.
Alright, you crazy kids.
I reached into the wardrobe and write my name in it.
I don't know. Look at there's just a little bit of the message book showing. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of
had
glowing
to make sure
egg.
that it actually sparkles because you can't see it otherwise.
Oh, for sure. I had that same issue where I was just using I had it turned around and was showing the back, and you couldn't see the book part. And a whole bunch of Japanese people came through, and they're like, "Why would you do this? Why would you hide this in the wall?" I was like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah,
Almost
yeah.
I'm rotating between hiding and shelf to in my Sky Steel part. But
Console
I just,
players, man.
Shaking my head, dude. Okay, well, we have, I think one more, yeah?
Yeah, we're having an exodus now. Alright, so one more, and if we have time, could we possibly look at what you're working on, Phil?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Um,
yes. Good.
that would be great.
Good.
Oh,
So this is her FC house, so you can actually teleport there.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Okay, whoops.
Ooh, hey, it's my house.
Yeah,
It's yours?
it's the same plot.
Yay!
I was about
Plot
to say
6.
house. Same house, same house.
Same house, same color, same trader's wall. I legit
Oh, no.
zoned in, and I was like, "What? This is my house."
There you go.
I live here. I live a lot of places, apparently.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, side entrance, best entrance, honestly. Just look at that curvature. I was about to.
Curve.
We are
I'm
into
very proud
curvy
of the
paths.
Yeah. That's so good.
I really like this
Say, or
portion
you
back
don't
here.
have to flatten the curve.
Yeah, it was really important to have all the garden patches.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Chocolate was
the
small.
wood. The wood pile
Hey,
here.
look at that! You
hidden
snacking
wood.
my boot over here. Wood.
I mean, look at it. It's just such a nice detail to me.
Imagine if we could have this.
But inside.
inside.
I imagine every day, and
Home office depression.
hey, right now I'm just thinking my boots.
Home firewood depression.
The firewood depression.
Ooh.
That's a
Oh,
big
it's
mood.
this one! I remember this one!
I remember this one.
I
Wait a
love
second. Oh, okay, hang on. I even visited with this.
Yes,
came
I
out with
remember
a
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's almost
This was when
daytime.
Fel was a Lala, and we were sitting around snacking my boot, and suddenly snacking my boot is like,
Not gonna
Yep.
lie, I think when we visited this, I felt like we were visiting stream kinda because we did the exact same thing as we did on stream. But it's just so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm so happy to come back. Did you change anything?
The only thing I've added in the kitchen is the aprons and the coffee siphon.
oh, it's so cute!
That was so
Get
That
rid
is actually, I do have elements that are from different people in my FC here. Because
Aw.
one person in my FC is a barista.
Oh,
Oh,
yay!
that's so cool. So she has the apron here and
And I do try to make areas that people in my FC would probably enjoy to be in.
okay, let's start out from the very beginning. So let's go into the the entranceway and the
Yeah,
Oh
we're about to
my
hit daylight.
that
Goodness.
door. Just look
The
at that.
side lights on that thing.
Exactly. That is just so absolutely gorgeous. And you know what I really appreciate? Like the handles are mostly always of the perfect height. Even Lalafell's can reach. See, even Rhapsody can use that handle there.
You might have to.
See,
reach
oh my
down a
god,
bit.
it's so perfect. Okay, for me, yeah, but like for you, oh, very good. She touched the handle and then the light came.
I won't touch it again. We'll leave it on.
Leave it on, Rhapsody.
Yes.
Okay,
you-
so oh
you
my
gotta
gosh,
use the cast crack, yeah.
the cast rack. Yes, this is so seamless.
It's very beautiful. Again, same thing as before. This time you don't even have the metal part of it showing. You hit it like that.
Yeah,
This
this
is-
one I wanted to hide it in the entrance because it kind
Mhm.
of broke it up too much if I had it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the lanterns too, right?
Yeah.
That is really cool. So one thing, just a small thing, but those corner parts on the white walls to imitate wood, but using the rectangular walls, big
Mhm.
brand. I love it so much. Just the contrast is so nice, and it looks like it's part of a wood, which I
Yeah.
really like.
And
It's
the
so nice.
continuity up above of using the cast rack for the header.
Yeah, that was a way to transition from a taller height to a lower height.
Yeah, that is so good. Yo, before you head in that other room, while we still have morning light, just look at this up
Oh
here.
yes, the dining room.
The dining room is the best in the morning,
It's just I was talking about the atrium. Sorry.
but this one as well
Yeah, dude.
because the light hits perfectly.
Yeah, I remember taking screenshots of that morning light.
And the kitchen, too.
Just this entire section here is just such a nice, cozy place, and looks like it feels like home away from home,
I
kinda.
know,
Yeah.
right? It does feel like home. It feels like a place where I would love to like. It, it feels like a gamer house, but if a gamer house were for people who did housing.
Oh, that's what you mean. Just look at the little like section here with the two because you hit the rest. Same goes for the bottles
So
here.
good.
Just that little part there is so nice. But then, of course, the big boy part here with the big windows. Like, look
Yeah.
at the texture reflecting on the clean wall. That is just absolutely gorgeous.
What is so nice about having the windows is that any time of the day you can see it reflect off walls downstairs.
Oh my gosh, that's right. They are all the way around.
And
Oh,
just the
so good.
stage light that adds to that too. I'm gonna post some screenshots later on because I took them like a month ago or so, even, right?
It was in. I can't remember if it was in January or February.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah,
I love this little catwalk. It's so perfect.
I lost all sense of time in that.
I
home
really
office
love a
expression.
vertical build, and you kept it so open.
Yeah, I really wanted to use the height that you can get in a large.
Yeah, I have.
And play around with it. And especially my FC members, like, I feel like they like to jump around quite a lot,
Yeah.
as one does.
Yeah.
And this was a way for them to have like the being able to walk up and jump down again, because I've seen them do it like 1,000 times now.
Yo,
Aw.
fucking same. Just talking on voice chat while going up in the railing. It's just such.
Hello?
Sorry.
Oh, you're cutting out a little.
Oh, sorry. I said that just like the feeling of just running around your talking voice chat and just jumping around here just gives them much more to do without actually staying on the ground. And just look at this, right? And just think of the general shape of the large. And it's just so unrecognizable. Like, you know it's a big space, right? But the way you worked around it, you hit the pillars perfectly too, inside the
Had those
walls.
pillars.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah, I'm
fucking
gonna
saved
say,
it.
like, I actually, yeah, I see, like,
Where they're
none
supposed to
of
be.
I see none of the original architecture, and yet it feels like such a spacious build. Like, there's so many, like, each angle you look at has a section like branching off and somewhere to go, so it doesn't feel confined. Plus, you have the vertical space, of course. So, like, it's just, oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for follow, Usagi, Tsukino, and Frozen.
The- What is causing these shadows? Is it just the natural light, or do you have something enhancing?
There's a
the
stage
stairs.
light up there.
That with the stairs, I actually think it might be the ceiling or the.
Oh, I see. There is actually
Oh,
the light.
isn't it the stage light up there? But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Stage light.
Oh,
Okay.
I am actually not sure because there's so many lights pointing down at this
just turn
space.
it off. Just turn it off for a second. We can check that. Just like
Okay.
click on it.
I think it is that stage light.
Yeah, because it's like the cone around the stairs too. So I was like, that's probably it.
That's really good. Like that attention to the shadows
See if I
makes
can
that
turn it
wall.
off.
Yeah, you need to go up to actually reach it. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
it
excellent.
Oh, so there is a little bit from the natural light, but that
Yeah.
really enhances it.
Yeah, that's really good. That adds so much texture to the wall here. Not like not unnecessary texture, but like good texture.
Yeah, because something I noticed with I do have the lights pointing down and quite a lot of other lights on it, so it does have kind of a gradient up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting to see how it is. Some of the whites are quite warm, while some of them are quite cold,
Mm-hmm.
but still on the same wall.
It's really
That
nice.
is really, actually, now that you mention it, that's really gorgeous.
And just the daylight cycle, just seeing how the light of it goes on the wall is just something you see in very large dimensions too. And I really like the feeling of it. Let's actually head inside to the next room because that one is so gorgeous. I took some screenshots of that bench there.
Oh,
No, no,
cozy!
that is so nice. Just look at it. Oh, did you add the rug or was that there from the beginning?
That rug has always been there. The only thing
Ah.
I usually change is just the books on this table.
Aww.
Oh, that is so nice. Yeah, this is
Because I remove them and place retainer bells whenever they need them.
Yeah.
Aww.
Or yell too much at me because I don't have any.
Oh, that's so cute.
I really
That
like
is
how
so
you did the corner books here. Just that tiny little bit that sticks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. It like you worked around the oh god, implementation very well. Yo, I just love the design you used again for those windows. Just the very clean version of it with the rectangular partitions. It just looks so smooth. But my favorite part is that fireplace, just so beautifully integrated into that study area here.
Yeah. When I saw, I think it was the fireplace Lore did, I really wanted to
Yeah.
take my own twist on it.
Mhm.
And use the imposing Ishgardian shelves as all the parts of it.
That is
Right.
very good.
So that was the first thing that I really wanted to add into this study.
Was that like your piece that started this your thought process on this, or was there a different, like
This
you said
room
that when you
was specifically the study room was specifically the windows in the seating area, as well as the fireplace.
okay.
Was the things that I really wanted to implement. But this whole build just started around I want to use the height of large.
Gotcha, okay. I see you've used the desk again and cut off like one part of it. That's something I noticed in a different build as well, and I really
Yeah.
like how that is something that you carry through. It must be one of your
It is one thing that I really like to do. For some reason, I really like to only have one part of the desk, like the cupboard on the desk showing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a very smart idea because it like gives structure instead of having it standing free in the room. It rounds it a bit off more, I would say at least. I really like that.
You know, I want to point out that you just mentioned how you wanted to use the full height of a large, and I think you did it just beautifully. And we have
Yeah.
Div here working on a large, and he's like, I gotta cut it all off. And I don't know what to do with this space.
Listen. It's not about the height. It's more about the I want the ceiling to be shown, for example.
Yeah.
Here, for example, you still have a custom ceiling on the very top. Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's just so interesting because I struggle with like having hiding the areas with pillars, for example, large, and going all the way up and filling that space. You know me, how much I want like as much detail as possible in the walls and stuff like that, right? So covering all of that is really hard for me to do. But here, seeing it in a more modern approach is just something that is really inspiring. And honestly, not gonna lie, I think this is the best FC house I've seen. Like beyond,
Aw.
like with a great distance between every other FC house because you integrated your FC members' things, like the barista part, right? You take their needs into consideration when you build stuff, which is extremely important, and you gave them large spaces to jump around on, which is, you took into consideration what they didn't tell you, but you noticed.
Yeah,
And
that's also why you notice some of my builds doesn't have bed meta. This one does. In
Yeah.
all the rooms, and as well as the main room here, it does have bed meta on the top.
Exactly.
That is purely because I know that somebody in my FC uses controllers. And somebody used to play on PlayStation 4. And I didn't want them to be limited when they entered the FC house.
Man, that is so considerate of you. I love it so much.
Wow, what a
Yeah,
nice FC person.
It's just sometimes so hard to work on FCs if you're doing commission, for example, because the things that they want sometimes don't really reflect on what you. But you pretty much had free reign, right? But you took into consideration what they did mention in the end, and just that area here leading into the hallway leading into the FC rooms too. I remember you saying the item slots, right? I remember you saying that, but honestly, you don't need.
Look at the stairs. I didn't notice this last time. Look back at the stairs coming. Oh my god!
Those are glade half partitions.
But the angle, it's straight on one end and it's angled on the other.
It's really, really good. I love it so much.
Was that a design choice or a technical choice? Is there a pillar?
Choice. There's a pillar.
Ah,
Oh my
nice though.
Of course, there's a pillar.
There should be a pillar right behind here.
Oh my god!
Oh,
no
it's
wonder.
so good. Oh, yeah, there it is. I ran into it.
Man, I respect people who can work around with posts because I know it's just such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful though.
Amazing. Like you really I remember taking so many screenshots just looking up because it's just so beautiful. Should we actually, is the apartment you talked about, is it in here?
It is.
Oh,
Ooh.
what a great segue.
Wait, I think I only have the lighting left in it, so
Wait,
You wanna
the couch? The couch is gone?
the couch is improved.
Oh,
Ooh.
improved couch.
Go, 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 go.
Oh wait, is it the
So
FC
part
or
of
the
it-
apartment?
It is the FC room here.
I was gonna say, because the couch, as I call it, was what fell on my radar, because I hadn't
Oh, I remember that.
met her before, but when we saw the
Yeah.
couch, we were like, hold up.
Yeah,
Who are you? Where did you come from?
We need to talk
Zoom
immediately.
enhance.
Whoa.
Oh, you.
I posted the entrance of it, and I still have a bit of trouble with the lighting to get the water to go up all the walls.
This is so cool.
God. Hey, you don't just jump over it, it's closed.
Oh, well, sorry.
Fuck the police.
Jesus, Ash.
Got him.
So,
Just
this,
I can walk under.
look at this new usage of the new stuff.
Yeah, because
just-
this was something I really had it in mind that I really wanted to make something Art Deco and 1920s inspired, but I didn't have the items at that time,
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
changed.
wow.
and that changed.
So, I see the Art Deco influence, but I also just wanna grab Faye and shove her in here and be like, "Look, you can do it. You can achieve the Charlian."
Yeah, the floors is the Charlian floors.
Yeah.
Well,
It
It
feels
fits so
very-
nicely in.
It feels very, very Charlian without having to go back to the white brick way they do their typical buildings with. But just look at the detail with the new water. I don't even know the name of it. I have
the aqueduct.
Aqueduct? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Just-
the aqueduct, but it's making the green walls look like marble.
Exactly. Just look at the detail. Like, just for the texture itself, it would be worth it. But for water reflection, it's just something complete. We've never seen it, but
It
that's
makes it
because
look like an underwater palace.
Yes.
I know, right? makes it
That's
very
why I really
fancy.
wanted to add it, because when it didn't have the water effects, I felt there was something missing, as well as I used aquariums quite a lot for the tables. Simply because I didn't have an item that had the right wooden tones and also had gold accents.
That is so good. Also, when you did the I see you used the new paintings a lot from the restoration using
Yes.
So was it something when you saw the item where you like, this is exactly what I needed? Or was it an afterthought?
Some are an afterthought,
Mhm.
and some are deliberate.
So
I
you-
used the paintings for the couch.
Yeah,
It
I
was more
see.
like I wanted to add something that actually made it more interesting and break it apart a bit.
Oh, hell yeah, it did. It definitely did.
And I used it for the doors as well because I noticed how, and I really wanted to use it, so I used it for the doors to make it something I hadn't made before
yeah,
or
it is-
seen.
it works.
The gold from the paintings, which Div, the moment Div saw the gold on the paintings, he was like, nope, I'm out. But
Yeah.
the gold on the paintings in this setting makes me feel like I'm on like Poseidon's throne or something. Like, it's amazing.
There's a very little detail I haven't noticed at first, but when I went up to it, I saw it immediately. Repsy, do you see what I mean?
For what?
Look at the couches themselves. What do you notice?
They're curved!
Exactly. So,
Oh
actually,
my gosh, the couch is curved!
Yes.
because
Uh,
it is. Look at it from the top. It feels so much more detailed, just having that little curvature instead of
Well-
having a flat area there.
that
So,
is
what was your
I-
inspiration?
my inspiration was actually all the green rooms I saw on Pinterest with Art Deco.
See, this is
Well,
not-
do they have curved couches? Like,
A lot of
that's
them
what I-
have like what's that? Velvet couches that has quite
Oh.
a curve on it.
Oh, taking notes. Gotta take notes on this. This is amazing.
This is so beautiful. You have no idea.
So I really wanted to make something that was curved, and the only way I could think of doing that was with the couch.
I guess the sound effect is so good too.
The pudding.
The pudding sound.
Like,
Pudding is still goat. Leather sofa. GTFO.
I just look at this, and you guys gotta consider this is a room with 100 item slots. You can't float anything from the, and maximum you can float it. You can float things up. This is the best you can do. Of course, we have the aquarium here, but that's because it's a tabletop, and you can float it into the floor using lofts and stuff, right? And the cranes. And this is the only thing. And
Did you notice how she accented the Charlian flooring by putting the aquarium there?
Yeah, exactly. Because it was it's like centered. It's like it's going around it, which I really love so much. You have no idea. Just the gold parts of it too, using it as a little like quote unquote table or like a decoration part. And that's just so beautiful.
My goodness.
This is so nice.
Well, I'm just like I'm just in the afterglow right now. I'm just like, what is this house is so beautiful. This room
Yeah.
is perfect.
It's so unique. I love it.
I don't think
It's great.
I don't think I've seen anything quite similar to this. And it's something completely new and I hope to see.
Yeah, we'll have to come back I will, and I'll have to do a video or a GIF or something just to capture
because-
the way the walls
Yeah,
look.
just a very fancy gif of it because again, just taking pictures of a place is nice and all, but it is nothing like visiting a place and having the feeling of that reflective texture and the music
because
especially too.
the texture here is quite difficult to get right in photos.
Definitely.
pictures.
That is true.
Let's see. I wonder.
And yet I will try
You will try what?
to get the texture.
Ah, yeah. I'm trying to figure out a good way to. There's just like I'm trying to get a good angle for people to get the best of it. Oh, it's just so nice. And man, I can imagine what you would do with an entire house in that style.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yeah.
I really wanted to bully one of my FC members into let me borrow your house.
Oh my god.
I volunteer as tribute.
At
But I
HGXIV
decided
house?
to do it here.
Well,
Hmm,
thinking?
maybe.
Perhaps, unless.
Unless. Oh my goodness. Oh, Midori in chat asks, is this build on Twitter yet?
It is
we are
not.
previewing.
Is it actually? Is it completely done?
I still have to move around some lights
Oh, okay. So I'm
because
not.
that's
Okay.
the way I get all the water effects up the walls is hidden lights in the floor.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, good. Okay, good. So
Because
as
some of them you can see, maybe they're like rounded off
you can
on
see
the
it on
walls.
you can see it on my body. Which is
Oh
weird.
well, yeah.
But I have pants on. Okay, you can look at it. It's just so nice.
There's
Got
also
the
light inside
exclusive-
of the couch to like light up the cushions.
Yes.
I see that.
So that you
It's
can
so
see
beautiful.
the texture of them.
Yes.
And the
Oh my
characters.
Hey, do you see this little armrest? That is so cute.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know,
it was.
right?
It is cute.
I was thinking about like putting a glass there.
I really
Oh my
wanted to put a glass there.
See,
Oh, little
Yeah.
wine glass. Oh my goodness.
That is so cool. Thank you so much for following Ishwa Merkelton.
I would pay Square Enix. I think I would personally pay Square Enix $100 if Fel could have one more item slot to put a freaking wine glass on that arm. That is how much I want that.
It would be perfect. You're right.
Ah,
But everything
Ah.
is essential in a house here, and in an
Yeah.
apartment. And just the entrance, like just the velvet part here with the what is it called? Velvet rope, I think.
Yeah.
the
It's just so
Yeah,
beautiful. Like you walk in here. Oh, visit yet? Ah, so good.
the whole thing feels super exclusive. Like that,
Yeah.
it just adds to the exclusivity
yeah.
of it.
I feel like paying money just to be in here.
I know, right?
It's really
Put some
good.
shoes on, please.
I did kind of joke when I put the rope there was a way to keep my FC members out when I walked on it.
Hey, there you go.
Oh my god.
Stay out.
Well, thank you so much for letting us see this place before it's even completed.
Yeah,
I
I got
mean,
a nice
I have
exclusive.
been
Well,
blessed.
We'll see it. We'll see it on Twitter. People
You'll
will
see it.
Oh,
coming
we'll
soon.
see it.
I'm so
Yeah.
ready to smash that retweet and like button.
Yeah.
Go immediately.
Just like the second you post it, I'm gonna be like,
Oh my goodness. Kai in chat says, screw the message book, add the wine glass.
honestly,
I am convinced.
Just put that on your FC room for the little dialogue.
nah, haha, just joking. Unless.
Unless?
Unless.
Oh my goodness. Fel, I can't believe it has taken me this long to actually speak to you in voice. You are such a pleasure to talk to.
Same here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us, because this was we had a blast visiting those amazing places and talking.
Oh my goodness. I look up to you so much. Like, not
Aw.
even
Quite
literally.
but you are just an
Quite literally.
amazing designer. You are so wonderful. And you're so sweet. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually means so much to me because you guys are the reason I started doing housing. Because I saw all the houses. And after that, I was so intrigued by how everybody did everything that, like, I had to learn everything as well.
I'm melting.
Oh, we love to hear it.
I'm so happy. Thank you so much for showing us around and letting us talk to you, even though I had nothing valuable to contribute except for just hype. I was just hype about everything. I'm so happy to see
Hype.
these builds. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, great interview. You're very articulate. I love listening to all your technical stuff because it's like, yes, hard agree. Like, thank you. Somebody that does things that I do and notices little things. So it's very
I do that.
eye-opening. Well,
So, Fel, as we're wrapping up here, I do have a question. Do you
Yeah.
have a specific portfolio? Do you just use your Twitter mostly, or what? How can people follow you?
I only use my Twitter at the moment. I don't
so
have
let
a
me link
specific
that.
portfolio.
Oh, we will change that, boy. Don't worry
yeah.
about it.
There's something in the works, guys.
Woo! Okay, but for now, there's Fel's Twitter. Give her a follow. She's amazing. I love every single thing that she has shown us. So, yes, cannot wait to just everything. See everything. Once you post this, I'm just, I need it.
Yes,
It's gonna be
keep us
great.
up to date. Wonderful interview. We really loved having you, and hopefully build more in the future. And you'll be
Yes.
back on.
I'm hoping it.
Thank you so
Hoping to.
much. Was an amazing interview.
Yeah, and hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us for Fel's interview. Where's all the houses, y'all? We're all in quarantine. Start some more
about to
houses.
say that. We're all under quarantine, so might as well use that time to be productive.
Yeah,
Right?
come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's do some more housing hype. House Pogs in chat, please.
I'm saying this as I'm sitting on 3 houses I'm still working on.
Say,
Yeah,
Div,
really.
My FC house, please.
Listen, have you gotten all the things? Have you got all the
What?
things?
I gave you everything you asked for.
There you go.
Alright, y'all. Have a great weekend.
Alright, yeah.
Stay healthy. We love you.
Thank you all so much. Have a nice rest of your weekend. Enjoy your house game. See ya.